down south to the land of the pines, on my way here to North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. So, Wagon Wheel, Darius Rucker, Old Crow Medicine Show, written by Bob Dylan. Fantastically well-known song, super simple. So, key of A, some people play it with a capo. You can if you want. If you do, put it on 2, and then play the thing in G. That's fine. That's your call. You can, because since it's in the key of A, you just got 4 chords. It's A, E, D, F sharp minor. Okay? So you're looking at 1, if you can do chord numbers, cool. 1, 5, 6, 4. Then it does it again, except takes out 6. Then it's just 1, 5, 4. And that's your whole rotation, the entire song. 1, 5, E, F sharp minor, D, back to E, A, D. And I always like to add a little bit of a roll on that one. Go D, drop the high E string to that one, to your E, make it a D9. Throw in the sus up to G. So I go D, A, E, D. Okay. Then the strumming pattern for this one is just super simple. Sometimes I add a second stop in there. It kind of, however you feel it, whenever you're playing along with it. But you got to make sure when you get to that 3rd, 4th verse, headed on south out of Roanoke, give each chord 1 strum for that verse, and then you kick it back in. Headed to south out of Roanoke, I met a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. He's headed west from the Cumberland Gap down to Johnson City, Tennessee. So then you kick back in for the second. Gotta get a move on beat for the sun. Ain't my baby got a mind that she's the only one. Okay? So there's your run. It's just key of A, 1, A, 5, E, 6, F sharp minor, 4, D. Second piece of the progression, A, 1, E, 5, 4, D. If you want to throw in that D9, substitute 6, or sub 4, down there, that's fine. That's kind of the flair on it. But sometimes you're playing along and you want to throw in a little bit of something. Whenever it's the instrumental run where there's no words, instead of the F sharp minor, sometimes I'll throw A, E, C sharp minor up to D. So every once in a while, if you're feeling adding a little different, it gives you a little different feel for the chord structure if you go to that C sharp minor up to the D as opposed to the F sharp minor. That's kind of your feel. Sometimes if I'm feeling it for that one, I'll throw that one in for the slower verse. Headed to the south out of Roanoke, met a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. Kind of depends on how you feel. You can throw that one in if you wish. If you're like, a little bit too much for me, that's fine. You don't have to. F sharp. Now, if you want to do it in G, Capo on 2, capo, capo, either way, tomato, tomato. G, D, E minor, C, G, D, C. Now, when you're playing there and you got a G, sometimes that C will turn into a C9 because it's really easy to throw in that C9 when you're playing an open G and you get the capo on. So, your call. With the capo on 2, play it in G. Without the capo, play it in A. I kind of like this sound better personally for my run of it. I don't know, I feel like it makes the guitar sound better itself, so I can feel it a little bit better. But that's my call. Depends on what your machine does with this instrument and this one combined to make it feel work for you. So, again, Wagon Wheel, Old Crow Medicine Show, Bob Dylan, Darius Rucker. Get your own feel for it, listen to versions of it, and make it your own. Have fun.